morning, guys. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a really relaxing and restful, fun pre-Halloween weekend, if that's what it's called. I had a pretty nice weekend. It is a little bit of a struggle. I woke up Saturday pretty sick, just some with my throat, and I'm still on the struggle bus with it, so I laid low all weekend, but that's okay because the new Stranger Things came out, and is anybody else watching that? I'm on, I think episode 5. I was just about to start last night when I had to go to bed. So I did want to binge it the whole weekend, but I also have that issue where then I get really sad that it's over. And I don't know why they keep making it only 8 or 9 episodes, because it's really amazing, and I feel like they should have more. But regardless, that's pretty much what I did most of the weekend. I just tried to lay low, drink lots of hot tea, and take lots of supplements, some apple cider vinegar, emergency, all that good stuff. But I know I had a little tiny clip at the end of last week's vlog with funfair, terrible lighting, not attractive. But funfair did go over really, really well. I don't know, I can't remember if I mentioned it. There was a minor casualty which kind of aided in my being down for the count this weekend. I made a really poor decision, and I've learned my lesson, people, of not stacking chairs on desks and then standing on said chair. Don't do it. Don't do it, because I learned the hard way. I ended up falling. I was trying to reach the ceiling of my friend's classroom, which is why I was doing it to begin with, and I'm apparently too short to just stand on the desk and reach. I was this close from actually being able to touch the ceiling tiles, which I needed to touch so I could tuck in the tablecloths that I made to partition off the classroom. And I fell, and I went down like a sack of bricks, y'all. No joke. It was probably the hardest I've ever fallen. And I landed right smack on top of the desks on my whole left side, and I kicked the chair over, or the chair somehow fell, and it tore my shirt completely. It impaled my mid-chest area and just ripped everything. So, needless to say, it was not a good experience. I was great for the first hour afterwards, I was totally fine, but then I think the adrenaline wore off, and I've just been in pain ever since. It's not as bad as today as it was all weekend, but I can't really lift my arm up super high because I landed on my shoulder and all down the side of my leg and my chest, and I hit my head, so I don't recommend that you do that. Learn from my mistakes. So today, what we're doing while I sip my hot tea so I can keep my voice is we are going to, like I said last week, I have my 2 books that I'm going to give them a choice to read. I have Alpha Oops, H is for Halloween, which is good because the letter that we're doing this week is the letter H. But then I also have 10 Timid Ghosts, which is one of my favorite stories. It's predictable, it has rhyming, it's counting, I really like it. And then we are going, oh, it's upside down. We are going to make mummies today, and I didn't make this one. This is from Pocket of Preschool. This is her template. We're just going to cut them out. And I got some paper towels like I was talking about, and we are just going to wrap them, which I'm thinking is going to look really cute. In fact, I'm going to cut these out before I give them to the kids. Those are my options for my younger kiddos today, and then for my older kids, we are going to keep doing, the candy grab game, because they loved that last week, and I didn't get a chance to make it through all of the questions with everyone anyway, so it's not a repeat. And being that tomorrow is Halloween, I think it's a fun and festive way to kind of glide on in. That is the plan for today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday and Thursday I am going to kind of do some thankful books. I think we're going to probably do Llama Llama Gives Thanks for my younger kids, and then my older kids we might do the kindness keys that I was talking about last week, or something else. I haven't decided yet. It's kind kind of going along the whole mindset of being thankful and learning gratitude for everything. Despite how poorly you may think your day is going, or your life may be going, your week, month, year, there's always something to be thankful for, and I think it's important to have the kids understand that and realize that, because a lot of our children here can sometimes lose sight of that bigger picture, especially when they're struggling with something and they're really upset and angry and kind of in their own head about it. So my goal is to try to bring them out of that box, and it kind of just puts everything into perspective. I know that happens to me a lot. Sometimes I get caught up with like the day-to-day stuff, and then I see something else and I realize that there's so much more to life than just what's going on, you know, in your day-to-day. And it's easy to get caught up in it, and I, you know, totally understand, but just taking a second and kind of reflecting upon that, I think will be really helpful for the kids, and hopefully that kind of just puts them in a mind check. So that's what we've got planned so far. I also want to show you something that I picked up over the weekend, which I've been looking for and I've wanted, and I hear about it, but I never like made the plunge. And then I guess this weekend, with not feeling so hot, I was just kind of like, that's it, I need to boost up my immunity. But it ended up being a diffuser and some essential oils. I'm not quite sure of the quality of the essential oils. I got them at TJ Maxx. So, I mean, when I googled them, the brand, it's not Young Living or doTERRA or any of like the major ones, which I'm sure are like top quality. These are Woolsies, I think. I have them with me. I'll show you. But I got just the starter pack of, I think it's lavender, eucalyptus, and tea tree oil, and apparently all of those are good for your health. I think it's called like the wellness pack or something. But I found it, and y'all, it's a game changer. I feel like, when did I use it? Saturday night I used it, and for whatever reason, my general, I don't know, inner makeup does not allow me to be able to breathe through my nose at night. Like, just never have been. It's always stuffed. Sick, not sick, allergies, no allergies, doesn't matter. I lay down, my nose is stuffy. And I think Saturday night was the first night ever that I can remember that I was able to breathe through my nose the entire night. And I felt amazing waking up yesterday in comparison to like how I felt Saturday morning. So I really thought that it was actually helping. I didn't sleep as well last night. Like, I still woke up and I was stuffy, but I think I slept through most of the night, which is also something that's completely foreign to me. Usually I'm up multiple times a night just hanging out. So I think they're helping, and 100% recommend them. I actually brought it into work today because I feel like I've been diffusing it since I started getting sick, and I feel like that's kind of what's staving off from it getting really bad. So I don't want to mess with anything, which is why I brought tea and my diffuser. But I will show you what it looks like. I think it was 20 bucks, and then the essential oils, a 3-pack, were 10, which is why I'm questioning their quality. But when I looked online, they had decent reviews. I don't think they're medical grade or food grade where I could put them on my skin or put them in my food, but they work for what I need them to work for right now, and it's kind of a nice way to dip my toe into the water of essential oils. But I think it's pretty great, so I'm gonna go show you guys what it looks like. Hey guys, it is the end of my day today. It's still a little early, but we had a presentation this afternoon down in the auditorium for the whole school, so my last 2 sessions got canceled because it is a really fun presentation. Today ended up going really well. The kids really liked the mummy activity. I unfortunately don't have any mummies to show you because they all brought them home, but maybe tomorrow I will be able to make a dummy mummy as a mock-up and show you. That's actually kind of funny. So, like I said, I'm really excited. They did choose 10 timid ghosts both times today, so that is what we read, which ties in perfectly because there was a scene where there was a mummy. There's also a mummy in H is for Halloween, but it's not. It's just one line. So it ended up working out perfectly. I'm super excited with how it turned out. the kids loved it, and they loved putting the eyes on and gluing on the bandages and things of that nature. So there was a lot of requesting happening, a lot of, you know, I need more paper, I need glue, following directions, things like that. So super excited. Love when I can target a bunch of stuff. My older kids loved the candy grab game. We did finish it with 2 of my groups, working on following directions. Awesome. Great. And then for the rest of the day, I'm actually going to keep working on some log notes. Super boring, I know. But I have some log notes to do and some IEPs and paperwork to prep because I have 3 meetings now on Friday morning. An SST and an IEP and an evaluation. So I need to prep for that stuff. I also have an SST, I think tomorrow morning for a kiddo. Just one of those things. Hopefully it'll all work out and it'll go off without a hitch, and we can kind of go from there. But things are kind of starting to pick up around here as far as meetings go with paperwork. This tends to be the time that all of the pre-referral interventions tie up and finish off, and we kind of discuss whether or not the student has made enough progress with those interventions, or whether or not we are going to recommend that they get a full speech and language evaluation. That is a team decision, so we just kind of have all of these follow-up meetings just to discuss all of our options. But with that being said, I am going to get to some log note writing and some organizing of the paperwork. I will check in with you guys at the end of the day right before I leave. Hey guys, it's the end of the school day right now, and I am just packing up to leave. I got a good bit of my log notes done, as well as some information collected and put in for all of my meetings that are this week. But I am about to head out because I have some cleaning to do when I go home, and I also really want to make some more tea because my sore throat is coming back tenfold. So I'm going to try to stave off any worse of an infection if I can possibly help it. But everybody was coughing on me today, so not quite sure if that's possible. Yuck. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. It will be Halloween. It is Character Week, or Spirit Week this week, and tomorrow is, I think, Dress Like Your Favorite Character. I was gonna dress up as a witch just because I have mostly black clothes and I'm kind of witchy to begin with, I guess. But I think I might try to do Wednesday Addams. I'm not sure if she counts as a character, but she's a character in a TV show and movies, so we'll make it work. My only thing is I don't have long enough hair to do pigtail braids with, so if I can get my hair in braids, they're just going to be really short braids. And if not, I don't know if people will know I'm necessarily Wednesday Addams. I do have a Wednesday Addams-esque dress, but we will see. I'll try to make it work. Maybe I'll do more of like an adult Wednesday Addams, so I'm not dressing up like a 12-year-old child. But we will find out tomorrow. Not quite sure what we're going to do. I have plenty of black dresses, black stockings, black boots, black skirts, black shirts. I've got a whole lot of black in my wardrobe, so I'm sure I will figure out some type of witchy gothic thing to be, and we will definitely have a good time tomorrow with our candy grab game and just being spooky in general. I do also have that skull now that I'm thinking of, and she always either is holding a skull in her pictures or she's got a thing propped up on her shoulder. Unfortunately, I don't have a severed hand, but I do have that skull, so maybe I'll try to incorporate that somehow. I will check in with you guys tomorrow, though. Happy early Halloween. Hello, my spooky friends, and happy Halloween. I am coming at you really late today. It's lunchtime. I had a meeting this morning that ran really long, and it was interesting to be in my Wednesday Addams slash witch getup. I got a lot of strange looks, but it's okay because it is Halloween. This hat is also giving me some trouble, but it was the best I could come up with because my hair did not look good in pigtails this morning. So we went for the adult Wednesday Addams slash for the children that don't know the Addams family, which is really sad, just a regular witch. It was super easy. I even put on false eyelashes though, which was a feat in and of itself. I don't do that very often, so I went all out today. This black lipstick, I'm also trying to make sure it doesn't end up like up on my cheek or something, because it does tend to smear a lot. So we're going with it. All the kids are dressed up today. It's super cute. We are doing a bunch of the candy grab activities. I've only gotten to see a few groups today, and it turns out that I'm only actually going to get to see a few groups. On the last day of every month, we do, in the afternoon, something called a community construction day, which is the children accumulate points all month long, and if they have enough positive points, they get to do fun clubs and like rotating around. It's kind of like a reward system. And then students that had a little bit of difficulty, they go to what we call like a behavior club to just kind of discuss better behaviors for the first half, and then they're allowed to join in with the other children for the second half. But we do run it on a early release schedule, so everything gets shifted, like lunch specials, block times, extension times, and all of those kinds of things. So my kids are kind of here, there, and everywhere today, and I'm just pulling them as I can grab them, whoever's available. And that's just kind of how we run it today. Usually it falls on a Friday. It has the past 2 months, so it didn't interfere too much. But today it's a Tuesday, and it's just kind of, it is what it is. Everybody's super pumped that it's Halloween. It's also character day at our school, which is why I am dressed up. I normally probably wouldn't get dressed up for Halloween this much, but you were supposed to be a character from your favorite book, and I'm pretty sure The Addams Family is a book series someplace. So this is just what I had. But regardless, it's really cute. So, with that being said, I am going to go eat my lunch really quick, and then I'm going to get the rest of my stuff ready for some of my other kids that I'm going to see today. I have to kind of do a check-in and see who I'm going to get to see and who's going to be occupied doing other things. It is kind of hard when it is something like this, you know, usually around this time and Christmas. Thanksgiving, not so much, but also the end of the year, like when there's just a bunch of different things going on. It's really hard because the kids don't want to come from the activities, and I've found in the past that like forcing them to come, so to speak, and just like trying to pull them, even if I'm doing my own fun activity, it doesn't yield the best results. So I kind of just feel it out. I will try to go get the kids if they're really into whatever they're doing and they kind of put up a fuss about coming. I just say that we tried, they're not available, just because in the past when I've pulled them, there have been meltdowns, there have been refusals, so it's not worth it to get kids worked up and upset if you can't coax them. I mean, if I can coax them and they are willing to come, that's awesome, I take them. But if they're really dead set on staying where they are and doing what they're doing, especially if they earned it, I find it hard to force them to do anything else. So, with that being said, we are operating with a few less children than normal, but all of the costumes are really cute. We weren't allowed to do masks or face paint or weapons or props, but a lot of the kids just have on like the front part of their costume. So there's a lot of superheroes, lots of Spider-Mans, lots of Power Rangers, and they all look really adorable, and everybody's super excited to go trick-or-treating later. I am actually going to see the original Halloween in movie theaters. I guess they did like a select release, and one of the movie theaters up near me happened to be one of the ones, shockingly enough, that was playing it. And the original Halloween 1978 Jamie Lee Curtis version is my all-time favorite. So the fact that they've remastered it for the screen and they're doing a select viewing of it just makes my heart happy. Also, it's going to be kind of funny because I have to go straight from work to the theater because it is about half an hour drive for me from where I am. So we're going to be rocking the Wednesday Addams witchy black lipstick vibe for the movie theater tonight. So hopefully I don't scare too many people. But with that being said, I will check in with you guys a little bit later once I've gotten to see more of my kids. I haven't gotten to do any mummies today, which is a kind of a bummer because I really did want to show you that. But we'll see. I'm also probably going to lesson plan for the next 2 days, being that we're doing the abridged intro to Thanksgiving thing this week with the 2 days of Halloween, 2 days of Thanksgiving. So being that I'm missing so many kids, I will use that time to get all of that stuff ready. But I'll check in with you guys a little bit later, and I hope you're all having a super spooky Halloween. Hello my friends! It is now the end of the day. We have successfully made it through Halloween, which for some people, that is a feat in and of itself. Things got a little bit crazy at the end of the day, just kind of with hallways and the games and kids getting super excited for Halloween, which is to be expected, but we did run into some rough patches, so they are all safely on the buses though, which is a positive thing. Everybody seems really excited, and everybody that I talked to is going trick-or-treating tonight, which is awesome. I'm sure they're going to have a ton of stories to tell us tomorrow when they come in. I am going to pack up my things. I did get some activities ready for tomorrow. We are going to do turkey glyphs with my younger ones, and we are going to read Llama Llama Gives Thanks. And a turkey glyph, or any type of glyph, I guess, is just an activity where they have to answer questions, and then based on the question that they answer, I guess based on their answer to the question, they use a certain color to color things in. So it's like, if you're a boy, color the turkey beak yellow. If you're a girl, color it orange. I'm not sure who is going to be there tomorrow. The little girl that I usually see was absent on Monday, and I'm not sure if she's going to be back. So we shall see. If not, I might take the 2 or the 1 child, because the other child that I see 3 times a week is not here this week because they are on vacation. So if they're there tomorrow, my other 2 friends, I'll just maybe take them together and then skip Wednesday, but we'll see how it works. However it works out is fine. Just that I want to make sure that we are both doing the turkey glyphs and that everybody gets to hear the Llama Llama Gives Thanks story, because that is the kickoff into my month of being thankful, which seems really ironic being that I look the way I do and I'm saying that. But even ghosts and witches and Wednesday Addams can be thankful. So with that being said, I am going to go finish prepping, get everything wrapped up. I put all of my Halloween stuff away. Minus, I don't think you can see it, but I still have my skull banner up because it's near and dear to my heart, y'all, and I really like it. So I might just keep it up year round. You gotta keep the spooky. It's who I am at my core. Anyway, all of the other Halloween stuff, the activities, the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns, the skeletons, the mummies, the books, are all put away in my Halloween box, and they will reside there until next year. This was a super fun month. October, Halloween, is my absolute favorite month just for the holiday in and of itself, because Halloween is the one holiday that I go all out for, usually, or I guess as all out as I possibly could, given the circumstances. So we will see what Thanksgiving brings, and I'm sure there's going to be tons of fun stuff. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow and let you know how all of that kicks off. So I will talk to you guys later. Good morning, friends, and happy Thursday. I feel a little strange and off because I didn't vlog yesterday, as you might notice. We're skipping Wednesday. Wednesday was not such a good day. I got here and I was on the struggle bus and I really wasn't feeling well. And then I left to go home by 9 o'clock. So I tried, but it was a no-go. So there is no vlog footage from yesterday, because as much as I wish that I could be like those dedicated vloggers that are able to vlog when they are feeling really sick and nauseous and just like in the depths of despair with illness, I'm not one of those people. I can't hang. So there was no way, in any way, shape, or form, that I was going to be bringing out the camera. I couldn't even focus on getting home. So I'm feeling a little bit better today, and I'm hoping for the best. Fingers crossed that it was just a fluke thing. But we are going to work on our Thanksgiving things today. You can kind of see it. I started my anchor chart for being thankful, and we're going to discuss the ways we can be thankful, all the things that we can be thankful for, and some things that maybe my students are thankful for. Today is a super busy day though, because I'm playing catch up from a ton of stuff yesterday. Being that I was out, I was not informed of a lot of things that were happening today that I need observations and paperwork and updated testing for, and I'm kind of running around like a chicken without a head because it's all happening today and I was not made aware of it prior to. So the fact that I was out yesterday really just kind of threw me for a loop. So I'm playing a lot of catch up. I don't know how many updates I'm going to be able to do today. I will try my best. But I will let you guys know how everything went down, at least hopefully by the end of the day. So I will talk to you guys a little later. Hey guys, I am just checking in. It is after the end of the day now. It's about 4:30. I did not have a chance to check in earlier today because it was pretty much a crazy day. I had a bunch of meetings and got some new evals to do, and some meetings ran a little bit long, and then just having the kids in general to see today. So it was a pretty packed day. Thankfully, it all got finished and accomplished. Everything that needed to get done got done. I was able to fill out my thankful anchor chart a little bit, and we are going to continue working on that for the rest of the month. But it was a good day overall. It was kind of a mishmash because kids were absent, kids weren't where they needed to be, or they were unavailable. And I was kind of doing a mashup of what I was going to try to do yesterday, even though I was absent, plus what I had planned to do today. So a lot of the things I kind of adapted, and we made our own unique plan for the day, and sometimes that's just how it works, and you gotta roll with it. We did do Llama Llama Gives Thanks with all of my groups. I didn't have any older children. All of my kids that I saw today were under 3rd grade. I think that the oldest one was 2nd grade. And even though it's a board book, it still allowed for a lot of narrative skills, describing what was going on in the pictures, what was happening. A lot of my kids are working on the L sound, so Llama Llama just is a good way to target it. They had a lot of specific sounds to target, and even in through the conversation, I got a better sense of how my articulation kids spoke in spontaneous conversation rather than just either creating a sentence for me or repeating a sentence that I gave them, which is a good piece to have. This piece of hair is completely straight. Don't you just love when you do that? I like when I do that. Anyway, we are moving on next week. I'm trying to get some early lesson plans done just because yesterday kind of threw me for a loop and taught me that you never know when you're not going to be here. And as much as I pride myself in pretty much always being here, this year I've taken a lot of days. I feel like I took a half day, and then yesterday was a 3/4 day. I've missed way more than I usually do already this year, and it's only the beginning of November. So I am trying to beef up my plans and trying to get things done a little bit earlier than I usually do. General practice, I try not to leave things until the last minute, but some things did fall through the cracks at this point with me not being notified and just thinking I had more time than I did, and with being out yesterday it was a bit of pressure and scramble to get things done today. I also did some stuff last night because I was home and I was able to access it, but that might not always be the case, so I am trying to be more diligent with getting things done in a timely, early manner. Going forward, next week I'm planning on doing some pumpkin pie paper plate slices with my little friends, and then some of my older friends I am going to work on the thankful books, and we're really probably going to try our own thankful book. A lot of my kids today did have some trouble coming up with what being thankful was, so we're going to continue to hit on it this whole month, and just trying to kind of drive home being appreciative for the things that we have and not look so much to the things that we want that we don't have. I think that's really important, especially for young kids this age. I am just going to finish up some stuff here, prep a little bit for next week, and go see my coworkers because I have to catch up with them about some students. I hope you guys have had a good day, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. I'm actually just about to go head downstairs to grab one of my little friends for an evaluation. It's an initial evaluation. Mom has brought them in, and we are just going to do some fun activities just to kind of see where they're at and whether or not they will qualify for speech and language services once we have the meeting to determine it. It's already 10:30, 10:45-ish. I had a super busy morning. We had an IEP meeting. We had a couple of observations that I had to get done. I pulled a kid for an eval early because I got done with the IEP meeting quick enough that I could fit them in. So they're already done. Did that right up. Moving on to this one. After this, I'm going to work on some lesson planning for next week. I still feel like I'm losing my voice. I'm not sure if you can hear it. We're trying. we're trying to keep it. I'm on the mend though, like I don't feel poorly. It's just that annoying no voice kind of cough thing that lasts forever. So hopefully I'm through the worst of it and we're moving on to healthier days. I am going to do next week, I'm pretty sure I decided there was an old lady who swallowed a pie, and we're going to make pie pieces with my little groups of younger kids, but I just want to make sure, finish up some stuff. I haven't actually put up any Thanksgiving activities yet on my TPT store. I want to get that figured out and fixed because that's not like me. This has just been a taxing week for me. But this weekend I'm going to kind of get everything back together, hopefully, fingers crossed, with just catching up on everything. It's going to be a catch-up weekend. Almost fell off the desk. But with that being said, I'm going to go down, grab my friends. I will check in with you guys after the evaluation is finished and touch base with you with where I am at then. I would like to be able to show you guys some of the activities that I make as I make them like I used to. Haven't just gotten around to that these last few vlogs, and I apologize for that. So hopefully more of that to come. But I will check in with you guys in a little bit. The lighting is pretty bad. Hello my friends, it is finally the end of the day. I didn't get a chance to check back in after my evaluation because things got a little crazy around here. So I apologize for that. But I am packing up to go home right now, and I am going to finish up my There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie book companion activity this weekend, so hopefully it will be up in the TPT store by Sunday. And also I am working on my Thankful books, as well as somebody screaming. Something else I'm working on. I can't remember. There's a lot of stuff in the works. So we're going to hopefully keep going with it and finish up all of that this weekend and play catch up. Other than that, I'm pretty much finished up here. I don't think the printer is still working, otherwise I would stay and try to finish and print it here, but it's still kind of printing a little wonky, and that makes me sad. So I am going to take it home and probably print it out there, even though my printer at home is not so great. We will do our best. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here right now. As always, thank you so much for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys next week.